Hey, it's Joshua Meeks with the PNW team at Keller Williams Realty, and you are watching the November 2019 monthly market update. Now, you'll notice in these monthly market updates, what we're going to start doing is adding a little bit of additional information about the mortgage industry, the real estate industry, and just the economy in general to help you as a buyer, seller, homeowner, just really understand the full context of the real estate market. Now, it's November. For most people, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays, Black Friday's on your mind, and real estate is just not top of mind for most people. The good news is, as a buyer, that means some of the other buyers might be not paying attention in this moment and give you the opportunity to actually get a reasonable deal around this time. Now, with that being said, I would add that the caveat to that is that what we see this month in trends in the real estate market is that the amount of homes that are available are adjusting quite a bit. We've gone from over 14,200 homes available in the Northwest Multiple Listing Service in the month of October to just around 12,600 homes available in the month of November. While that's taken place, we've actually seen the amount of homes under contract go from around 7,100 to over 7,300. Now, if you're paying attention, what that means is the amount of homes available is actually getting constricted around this time of month. Now, of course, there are less buyers looking, but right now in this month, there's actually significantly less sellers listing even than less buyers looking. What does that mean for you as a buyer? That means that it's actually still pretty competitive. As a matter of fact, one of the agents and myself was out showing homes this evening, and a home that was available for the first day today had about 7 business cards on the table, has another open house scheduled for tomorrow, and will probably end up with a handful of offers within 24 hours of showings even being available. With that being said, in November, even though there's less listings in the market, still a very active market for buyers. Now, you've probably heard that around October, November, December aren't the most profitable months for sellers typically to be listing. However, this month, the average closed listing went from around $255 per square foot to $263 per square foot, actually increasing the value of homes that went under contract and sold closed in the month of October. Now, with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's around the corner, that will probably start to slow down a little bit, but still a very active market, and sellers are still getting a lot for their homes, even in the months of, October, November, December, where it's a little bit colder and there's arguably fewer buyers on the market. Now, average days on market this month floated up a little bit to 39 days on market, meaning that most homes, the average home in this market is on the market for around 39 days before a buyer puts an offer on that home and goes under contract. So that's what we typically see around November, December, average days on market going up a little bit, and the average sale price compared to the list price is right around 97%. Months of inventory, we just cannot seem to get a break on. The months of inventory are consistently low. Phenomenal for you as a seller, even in the colder months of November or December. But for you as a buyer, again, even though there's less homes on the market, there are still enough buyers on this market to keep that inventory low. Right around 1.7 months of inventory, actually went down from last month's of 2 months of inventory. So still really competitive seller's market, and a lot of factors in there that are keeping this market competitive. Now, something I want to touch really quickly on, and I would be ignoring some significant changes in the real estate market in the Pacific Northwest and specifically in the state of Washington if I didn't address this, is a recent change regarding commission disclosure. Now, a lot of agents are kind of freaked out about this, just so you know. They don't apparently like their commissions being unveiled to you, the buyers and clients and everybody in the public, but I think it's actually a great thing, and some agents are going to hate me for saying this, that the commissions that are offered to the buyer's agent that's representing you as a buyer are now listed on the Northwest Multiple Listing Service and syndicated out to a lot of third-party websites. So you'll probably notice if you scroll down sites like Redfin a little bit, you'll see this number and it says selling office commission, 3%, 2.75%, 2.5%, whatever it might be. What that number is the amount of percentage of the sold price of the home that your buyer's agent is getting compensated from the seller on that property. Now, in the state of Washington, there's also been some changes to buyer's agency and the way that that works and the clarification of that commission structure. And so a lot of agents, especially agents that are doing this full time, are clarifying through their buyer's agency that they are a 3% buyer's agent, and that anything that is not paid from the seller That is a difference between 3% and whatever the seller is contributing that the buyer is responsible for. Now that's kind of freaking some buyers out, freaking some agents out a little bit. The cliff notes of it is this today, that as a buyer, the good news is that sellers are contributing the majority, if not all, of the commission that your agent is getting paid to work for. So as a buyer, you're trying to hopefully negotiate some closing cost. The seller is paying for the listing agent's commission. And in this market, in the state of Washington, at least as of now, the seller is still paying for the majority of the commission in almost every transaction. So with that mouthful, this is the gist of it. Buyers, you'll notice that your agent's commission is now reflected on most public websites. You might be contributing 1/4 to 1/2% in most scenarios, if anything, towards the commission of your buyer's agent, that the seller is still contributing the majority of the money for the compensation of your buyer's agent commission, and your closing costs, commission, negotiation, all takes place by hiring the right real estate agent. Hopefully this is a valuable asset to you watching these monthly market updates. If you have any questions anytime, don't hesitate to reach out. Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Google, Yelp, wherever you might find us. We look forward to serving you soon.